Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. I'm Ken Skode, the founder and owner of the LA Connection. We're out here in Burbank celebrating our 45th year of dishing out fine comedy improv, but we also have our virtual theater. And today, that's exactly what we're doing. We're coming into your home on YouTube. This is a Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time team. So if you want to follow this team, go to our YouTube channel, LAC Comedy, click on the playlist, click on Wednesday at 6 p.m., and you can go back about a year. If you want to go back even further, we have over 300 shows. We've been doing this for over 2 years, and each month we put out at least 7 new shows. So hopefully you'll get a chance to follow us, follow all the other teams. Let's introduce our cast today. We have a fierce threesome with Mark Gordon.
Everybody.
Rashida, who's like Cher. She doesn't need a last name.
Hey.
And Lindsay, who's like J-Lo. She doesn't need a last name either.
Exactly.
You know? Yes. 3 fabulous future stars we're playing with today. So today we're going to start off the game called Preachers. So I'm going to set it right now. We're going to go into my little virtual church, and we're going to either preach about water bottles, belts, cactus, or high heels. They're going to pick one of those categories, and they're going to say, are high heels from the devil or from God? Are they godly? Are they from the dark side? How about water bottles, belts, and cactus? Let's look at my cast here. Appreciate you guys all coming into the virtual church today. Okay, so why don't we start off with Rashida? What would you like to preach about today, Rashida?
First, I want to say that I am honored to come before you guys and in front of the great congregation to give a great sermon about the belts. Yes, the belts have been passed down from generation to generation, has it not? It has. It has been through all turbulence. It has been through all things that have been kind of sexual, if you know what I mean. The belts are what we need today to get order. Order. In the courtrooms, in your bedroom, everywhere in a room, you need a belt. If you don't spare the rod, you spoil the child. I'm not saying what you can do with the belt, but the belt is to help you to not only get the credibility you need to knock another notch in your belt. You need a belt. A belt is to do all things, and all things is with a belt.
Oh, you said it really well. And it can be a snap-on belt. It can be a buckle belt, whatever kind of belt you want. I believe it. Let's move over to Mark with water bottles. Mark, what do you think about water bottles? Are they godly or are they from the devil?
This here water bottle is a work of the devil. It's claiming it has aloe vera in it. And I spent $3.99 because it looks fancy and healthy. Because of the marketing, you don't need that water bottle. Back in the day, in biblical times, you could just take like a seashell and get water, and you were fine. How dare you make the price of water so expensive? And people can't drink this fine product. Can't drink tap water anywhere because it's got some nasty stuff in it. You're forced to buy the water bottle. I feel like there's a deep conspiracy by the big water. Praise our man.
Oh, praise our man.
Water bottle.
Let's end with Sister Lindsay in high heels.
Unlike my fellow preachers, I don't have a high heel to show you all because it is the devil. The devil. Whoever made women want to put on high heels with a skinny little hole about this big that pretty much is supposed to hold you up straight. That is the devil. That is a sin. You can fall. You could get that little skinny heel into a little crack. You could misstep and not be able to get off an elevator, an escalator, name it. Like who said women need to be tall? And if women are tall like me, you shouldn't even have to have them at all. But the society, the devil society, has made women need to put on high heels to make their legs look longer. Their legs are going to be just as long. And also there is Photoshop. Women should not have to walk around uncomfortable with bleeding legs and feet and muscles hurting when they shouldn't. Slippers, ladies and gentlemen, slippers are the answer. Heels, my friends, are the devil.
I want to thank all three of you for being on today, dealing with water bottles, high heels, and belts. And since we're done now, I'm going to go have myself a belt of whiskey. And I want to thank all you guys for coming on in, but you won't see me in any high heels, and I ain't drinking out of no water bottles, but I'm wearing my belt. Thank you, preachers. Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to move on to conspiracy theories, so I'll let everybody get ready for this. There's a lot of conspiracies. Did the moon landing happen, or was it staged? Conspiracy about JFK's assassination. Conspiracies about Russian collusion. So many different things that we have conspiracies about. But the three people I have on here today are just all conspiracy theorists. Now, we're not saying we're going along with believing their theories, but we want you to at least hear them and make your own decision if you think this is potentially a real conspiracy theory. I'm going to start out with Lindsay. Lindsay, you think that mirrors are watching us?
I'm having trouble wondering why that's a question. I feel like that should just be something everyone knows at this point. Have you ever been in a police station? Have you ever been interrogated?
No, I have not. I know the police lineups and all that, but I thought we'd look through a one-way mirror.
That is not true. That mirror does not just look on, but you can't just see on both sides. What it actually is, it's recording your thoughts and your feelings, and if you are innocent or if you are guilty. I've been in that situation, Kent, more than I can even tell you how many times I've been there. And I know for a fact that it is recording what I'm saying, because sometimes I say, I'm guilty, I'm sorry, I did it. How would you know if it wasn't watching you and recording you? Who would know? I'm talking to a mirror. I'm sitting alone in a station and I'm looking at a mirror and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm guilty. I did, steal my neighbor's puppy on accident. Who would have known? Who would know if it was not for the mere recording my thoughts, feelings?
Okay, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear anything about you stealing a puppy, but
it was one time, twice, maybe, or three. I mean, who knows?
We're not talking about that. So, we'll let's go back to the mirrors. Okay, are you saying a car mirror, like the rear view mirror or the side two mirrors, they're watching us too and listening to us?
Aren't they all the same, Ken? They all look the same. You can see yourself in all of them, and it's recording your thoughts, and it can see inside your soul. You know how it says object in mirror is closer than it appears? Yes, it's closer to you because it is recording your thoughts and your feelings. That's what it's saying.
Is that true of makeup mirrors?
I personally do not use a mirror to put on makeup. I mean, that's just kind of pretty much ridiculous, but yes, it does.
Yes. And now you say they're recording our thoughts. Who's listening to us?
The government, oligarchs, like anybody across the entire world. That goes up to the cloud. All your thoughts and feelings through the mirror up to the cloud. Boom.
Wow. Well, thank you, Lindsay. I'm not going to be looking at any mirrors again. I'll look at a window to comb my hair from now on.
I would be cautious about windows as well.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Anything with reflects. Okay. Mark, so you believe that sharks are submarines?
I don't believe. I know that sharks are 100% submarines. I mean, the way they dive in the ocean, everyone's afraid of them. No one wants to get really up close. I mean, they're definitely deadly killing machines, just like any other submarine.
Okay, so who's making these submarines?
Well, okay, so getting into the deep state, it's definitely, China and Russia are making these killer sharks. And also we learned about that from Dr. Evil as well. He wanted
Hmm.
sharks with laser beams on it. So that movie was absolutely true. So we knew that was happening, years ago, that this was going on. And thank you for pointing out. Finally, it comes to light.
Well, now, have you ever touched or seen any of these uh, submarine sharks close up?
I did, and they definitely there was different languages coming out of them. There were all sorts of markings from these countries on the sharks, and that's how I was like, oh, okay. I put this theory out there, and people are really like, into it and gravitating to it because they know it's true. We all know it's true.
What are the capabilities of these shark submarines?
Well, the shark submarines, they'll eat anything in its path. They will
Mhm.
have they have some nuclear weapons. Some of them, like the big great whites or the killer
Wow.
sharks, and
Okay.
those are the ones you have to worry about.
Mhm.
Sand sharks and loan sharks too, always
Oh,
scary as well.
a loan shark. Okay, well, that's a whole different kind of shark. But so this is rather disturbing news to know that
Don't
sharks. Now, are they automated run, or is there actually someone sitting inside the big shark?
Well, there's a couple of those that are on there. I mean, you saw the movie Jaws, and you saw what happens, right? When sharks come
Mhm.
in, they just cause mass chaos. No, like I said, nobody wants to get close. When the shark are attacking, you don't know what they're up to. I've seen one that fired a missile right on the back of his fin.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, thank you, Mark. You've made me not want to go swimming anymore. I can tell you
No,
that, at
don't
least in
go.
the ocean.
Don't go.
Let's go over to Rashida now. So, Rashida, this is the other thing. You think all birds are drones?
Yes, Ken, I do. Technology is always evolving, right?
Hmm.
And since the government, I'm just going to put it out there, since the government has created this device, as I would like to call it, of a drone, is giving an opportunity to get into places to be seen that's not being seen, if you know what I mean. So a lot of these drones actually have a lot of infrared cameras built into them. So even if you're hiding out and say, for instance, running from the law from anyone, if a drone is following you and is hovering over your apartment, they can see exactly where they are located inside that apartment, which room. You have like this reddish green glow. It can even tell if you have any type of like weapons attached to you. It's allowing you to be exposed when you're not trying to. And these drones are getting to the point where it's not only trying to help, the law, but it's also letting people know that, oh, this person is not fully, up to date with their shots. They're not fully up to date on, doing anything else. We know that they took money from this bank. It exposes a lot of things. This person has some type of disease. Don't go on a second date with them. I'm hearing actually other people have this black market that they actually buy drones to do a background check on the person they're going out on a date with. Now, I kind of want to try it, just
Hmm.
to see if this person, may be legit or not. But, it's just a lot of things that you can do with these drones. It's just where is it going to evolve next? That's my question.
Okay, so a couple things. First of all, who's controlling these drones?
It's the government.
I
And
see. Okay.
now with the black market,
Hmm.
people like you and me are
Oh,
actually
really?
able to control
Really?
it.
Really? Okay. Now, are there different kind of drone capabilities, like say a bald eagle versus a hawk versus a crow, raven, mockingbird?
Well, yes. There are, especially when it comes to military type drones, there are, because a lot of them use those type of birds, like the hawks, everything, bald eagles, as a
Mhm.
code name. Certain birds with those certain names actually have even more input connected to their drones. So if they need something to shoot out missiles or to detonate some type of device in another part of the country, that particular bird can set that off. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. What about like domesticated, like a parrot or a canary?
Those are decoys.
Oh, so
Those are decoys.
Those are real
Because
birds.
it looks innocent. You know, you look at a parrot, you look at a parakeet or something like that, you know, or those, I can't think of those little wild birds. You know, you look at it and say, oh, wow, that's a nice bird. But it's actually a decoy to set something up for the hawk to come in, for a bald eagle to set off the detonator and somewhere else. A lot of these countries where we're having these wars, think about that. They're using these type of birds to set off these drones.
Wow. Well, listen, the three of you have really opened my eyes up to what's going on out there. It makes me not want to really go outside when there's birds now, and I've been feeding birds, and I thought they were, you know, you're really eating, but apparently they pretend they eat and then they don't. Wow. And then mirrors, and boy, my life has changed today. I'd like to thank all of you for being on my show, Conspiracy Theories. We're going to move on now to Airbnb vacation. And I'm going to tell you guys can hear what I'm going to give you off camera. Mark is a macho asshole, and Rashida is got anger issues and is very neurotic, and Lindsay's a gossipy germaphobe. Okay, so we have a macho asshole in Mark, we have a anger issue neurotic in Rashida, and we have a gossipy germaphobe in Lindsay. And we're going to talk to them because they allowed me to interview them for our show Airbnb. And we like to find out how everybody's vacation went on Airbnb. And if Lindsay could come on in, I know the three of you took a vacation together. I know that you were friends. I like to kind of find out what's going on. So let's start with Lindsay. You're kind of the gossipy type, and you're also a germaphobe, which might have been kind of weird on the vacation together. What are you doing, Lindsay?
So I'm ready. Okay, done. I had to send out a tweet. Sorry. What?
Okay, so how did this vacation go with the three of you? Can you give us? I know you went on a 3-day vacation together in an Airbnb, and I'd like to know kind of how it went.
I just want to put out for the record that friend is a very loose term. So when you called us friends, very loose. Kind of irresponsible on your part for saying that, but we'll get past that. I just want to say, like, personally, Mark is a little dirty.
Well, dirty, you mean he smells, or he's dirty with his language?
Well, both. I mean, I don't want to say too much. You know, it's kind of like, it's not my place to talk about my friends like this, but like, just, you know, dirty on both ends. And I would like to say dirty as in, can I say the word sexual? Because, you know, I think that is where I'm kind of going with this.
Okay, so you're saying Mark was trying to come on to you?
No. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Obviously, I mean, look at me, Ken. But dirty as in like definitely did not pass all of his STD tests, and I thought, for the record, that like he was gonna do that before, but the only one he passed was COVID. The other ones did not pass, and I'm talking about a whole list. So
wait, there you had him go out and do an STD test before you guys went on the Airbnb trip?
Yeah, you don't ask your friends to do that because, you know, one thing can lead to another, you know, and you know,
Wow.
you don't want to like end up like in a situation like I did, you know, a few years ago, and you know, some of those STs are just not easy to get rid of. So I'm saying Mark is dirty. Like, let's just put that out there. Just kind of a dirty person. Came on to me, came on to Rashida. Rashida, I don't know. I guess she thinks she's like the best in the house and so proper and everything like that. But I didn't see her wash her hands once. Not once, Kent. Like, gross. Like,
well, now you sprayed both of them down. I mean, before you would have dinner, you'd actually spray the entire table, then you'd spray them down with Lysol.
Oh yeah.
You make sure that I know that 6 feet apart was what the CDC said about COVID, but you actually were 12 feet apart.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've seen those videos of like I hate to bring like negativity up, but like I just want to say like a Putin table, like how he has, how has friends on one end and he's sitting at the other. That's kind of how, if anybody can picture that, that's kind of how I like to sit next to my friends. But we're still at the same table, Kent. Like we're still at the same table. Like, so don't think that I would not let my friends be at my same table. But also, I feel like, Dirty Mark, we called him kind of DM by the end of the trip. It was kind of like an inside joke, but like it just kind of grossed us out. But Rashida definitely needs to work on her personality.
Okay, well, let me jump over to Mark for a second. So, Mark, that was pretty much of a character assassination. She just said you're dirty, you smell, you've got STDs. Do you want to respond to this?
Yeah, this is complete bullshit. First of all, Lindsay was freaking so annoying on the trip. Every morning we had to get up and do like a self-fulfilling mantra. And she would wake us up at 5:30, like, look, the sun is coming up. And then play like a Celine Dion song and wake everybody up. And nobody wanted to hear that crap. Nobody wants mantras. She took the TV off, and I'm a freaking trainer, and the football game is on, and some of my athletes are on, and I couldn't watch it. And now they're all pissed at me because I'm not giving him advice. She totally screwed that up. And then she would walk around and smell all these like patchouli things and sandalwood all over the house. And it would smell so bad. I think it's to hide some of her funky foot odor that she has. Because she has some bad bunions and I don't know, some weird stuff going on there because she doesn't wear shoes at all.
Okay. All right. So she said that you came on to her and Rashida. Is that true?
Let's just say they came on to me.
I see.
Yeah, they put the candles down. They're like, "Hey, you're the only guy here," and I'm like, "I know," and that they just came on to me all the time. Rashida especially, and I'm like, best friends, with her man. So, it was awkward. I don't want any beef in there. But,
Okay.
I had to play coy, and then, I didn't want to cross that boundary.
Well, let's go to Rashida. So, Rashida, he said that you were coming on to him and that you already have a man. Do you want to talk to Mark about that? No. So,
first of all, okay, listen. I'm working on myself, which is the reason why I agreed to go with these two people, which we call friends, use loosely, because we're doing mantras, and apparently I have issues of anger that I'm working on, okay? So me being nice is being misconstrued for flirting. Mark, I was not flirting with you. I do have a man. And yes, you are dirty. And Lindsay, first of all, to call someone dirty, you're just as dirty, sweetie. When was the last time you showered? And taking a bum bath does not count.
wow.
Gosh.
Ooh,
anyways.
Okay. It's amazing how you guys, was there anything good happened on the trip?
I mean, when we were, doing our mantras, and she gave us like this little hippie drink, it kind of make you hallucinate. You're supposed to have been like at somewhere like Joshua's tree, but we weren't there. We were at the back of her tree in the house. We started laughing, and we kind of just started revealing secrets about ourselves. And like, I didn't know that Lindsay is afraid of clowns. I thought that was hilarious. So she can never do Ronald McDonald's, Fun House or anything like that. I think that's hilarious. And Mark, wow, he has a fetish for feet. And for some reason, it was just funny because he kept chasing after our feet the whole entire time. So he loves bunions. Trust me. He loves bunions.
Well, he just said that Lindsay's got smelly feet and bunions. So, but you're saying he was just saying that to protect himself.
He's saying, he's dirty. She doesn't shower. Two go together. Come on now, seriously. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. He has a fetish for feet, whether they're clean or dirty, but if they are clean, it's the better, which is the reason why he kept chasing after me as well.
Mm-hmm.
I have clean feet.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently Lindsay doesn't wear shoes. You wear shoes?
She's a hippie. Look at her. Well, look what she's wearing. And trust me, it's a facade. Because 1 minute where we're singing Kumbaya, she's talking about us like a dog behind our backs. And the things that she said about me. Don't think I didn't hear, Lindsay. Mark told me everything. And yes, I do know about you catching an STD. Just saying.
Whoa. Okay. Well, listen, it's been really great interviewing you guys all. I'm sorry it didn't work out well. I'm glad you're not together in the Airbnb right now because we'd probably kill each other tonight. You're all individually on my Zoom here, so we could talk to you individually from your own place. Lindsay, did you want to say something before we?
Yeah, I just wanted to say Mark was talking about his football team, and fantasy football. That team does not know that you didn't watch their game. They're not worried about you not watching their game. And Rashida, I loved you until you said this ayahuasca retreat that we went on was like not like real, because I feel like we connected on a sister level, and now I feel just really upset and personally attacked.
Okay, first of all, that wasn't ayahuasca, okay? You said, here, drink this tea, I made it, and it was like a heavy mushroom tea. You drugged us on purpose.
Don't smell.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. I hope the three of you can still be friends. If not, at least you got to have the experience in one of our Airbnbs. By the way, Rashida, I know you got some anger issues, and you broke a couple of our wine glasses, so we'll be sending you an invoice for those. Okay. One you broke when you were drinking. The other one you threw at Mark. We have cameras in the.
I'll pay for the
areas,
second
okay?
one. I liked that she threw the second one at Mark. I'll pay for the second one.
Okay. Well, thank you for being part of our Airbnb vacation video. We're going to now move on to acronym panels, so you guys could all minimize yourself right now, figure out what your expertise is. Now, an acronym is letters that stand for something else. So, for example, DOA stands for Dead on Arrival. OMG is Oh My God on the internet. LOL, laugh out loud. So we've learned to deal with acronyms, even the young kids, because of the internet. But as adults, there's a lot of them like NBC, CBS, SAG. They all stand for something. Let's bring out our three experts today, and I'm going to give them two different acronyms, and they're going to tell us what the acronym means in their expertise. Okay? So we have Mark. You're not a macho asshole anymore, so let's find out who you actually are. Lindsay, if you could type up who you are next to you, and I'm going to introduce each one of you. We'll start with Rashida. Tell us what is your area of expertise, Rashida?
My areas of expertise will have to be marriage,
Okay,
marital
perfect.
bliss, relationships.
Wonderful. Okay, and Mark, you are a car expert. Tell us how you became a car expert.
Oh, I am an expert in car. I know where to put the gas, how to change the oil, front wheel drive, rear wheel drive. Expert. Thank you.
And Lindsay is an influencer. Tell us how you got into that.
Just kind of fell into it one day. Like, took a selfie and I put it online, and like 10 people liked it right away. So it's kind of like, I have a future. I have a future.
Okay. All right. Well, your first acronym is SAG, the Screen Actors Guild. That's what it really means. But what's it mean related to you guys as a marriage expert, a car expert, or an influencer? Screen Actors Guild, SAG. What's it mean? Anybody who's ready, just go ahead and unmute and go ahead and tell me. Okay, let's go with the marriage expert.
So SAG. Well, based on my marital, expertise, SAG stands for sleeping around. I get kind of blushing. Sleeping around Greg's. Yeah, sleeping around Gregs. There's always tend to be when you're doing like an open marriage, there's always a code name that we like to use, a Greg. So this is something we like to use to kind of like keep the spice going on, or have like even like a safe word. And usually Greg is the safe word. So sleeping around Greg.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. I'm going to remember if I hear that now. So do we have the influence? Oh, the car expert. Go ahead.
Look, I think what you need is that drop top with the nice rims. And if you get that and you're cruising around town, everyone's going to look at your beautiful car. And everyone's going to be like, who is that player? And you know who's going to be sitting next to you? Sag, a sexy ass girl.
Wow. Okay, thank you. Well, at least it wasn't a Greg. Let's go with the influencer.
So, Ken, like in my industry, we we pretty much know we're the best. Like I moved into a house with like other influencers and stuff, and like we kind of all I mean we kind of get together and shoot videos and just look at our pictures online and stuff, and we say sag a lot, like sorry all girls, like sorry you cannot be like this, like look at my life, like I take videos of my friends puking and jumping off of the roof of our house into a pool, and I get paid like more than you and other people and other girls make in a year. So sorry all girls, you can't be like me.
Okay. Well, the next one is WTF. What the, everything, we know the derogatory word that last one is. What the F? So WTF. So what does it mean related to the marriage counselor or marriage expert? Go ahead.
This is something that I usually have a talk with a lot of women in my community, especially who are married. And WTF actually stands for women that fornicate, especially if you know, you're a born again Christian. It's just something that we talk about. So it's something that's very serious in our community. So if you feel like you're a wife and you've been fornicating around, with the pool boy, oh gosh, those pool boys. We have a community for you. Something that you can feel safe and have a conversation with your husband, not judging you. And if we feel that we can't help you, then it's time to take it to your husband, which may lead to a divorce.
Wow. Okay, you're definitely a different kind of marriage expert than I anticipated. Let's go with the influencer.
Is anybody else bored listening to everybody else? Like be more entertaining. Like marriage counselor, like all I heard was blah blah blah. Like I'll give you some like helpful hints later about how to like entertain people, because you're definitely not it. Anyway, so as I said, we have like so much fun. We get paid for it. Like if Mark wants to see sexy girls in cars, like just I'll send you my address. We have that. But I think it's just like really important, Kent, like really important, like that everybody else knows how much better I am and we are than the rest of the world. Like people go to sleep, like, and they wake up in the morning, they grab their phones and they're like, what is Lindsay up to? You know what I mean? Like, and it's like it entertains them, and so like we say WTF, like we obviously say what the too as well, but we say WTF. Watch the fun, can't watch the fun that you can't have, because we're having it for you, and you're sitting in your pathetic life being a marriage counselor and thinking you're saving the world. Like you don't have to do that. You could be me, but you can't be. So just watch me have fun. Just watch me have fun. And you're not going to be having that. You're not going to be having the fun.
Okay, so we can be you, but we can't be you. Okay, that's a great line. Let's go with the car expert.
Watch the fun. Watch the fun.
Oh, hey, sorry. I fell asleep listening to the influencer ramble on for like 30 minutes about nonsense. What the hell are you talking about? Okay. First of all, when you're racing cars, oh, underground racing, I gotta be quiet, okay? I am like a freaking street car legend. The Fast and Furious movies were about my life. And I give the advice to everybody when I say WTF, wide tire fast. Learn it, live it, be it.
He has 50 followers online. He has 50 followers.
Why tire fast, which is probably what Greg's do when Rashida, or the pool boys. Why tire fast is the language she says to those people. Listen, the three of you have been wonderful guests on our show. Lindsay, I can't do any commercials now because you did eat up all our commercial time. But thank you very much, all three of you. We'll have you back on another acronym panel. Bye-bye. Time to move on now to speed dating. So you guys can all minimize and go get ready for your speed dating characters. The first one will be Lindsay. We'll bring her out in a minute, and then Rashida, then another character that Lindsay, and then another character Rashida. So let's bring Mark out here right now. Mark, come on out, Mark. I'm going to see if I can help Mark out. Mark, I'm a family friend. I've known your mom and dad for quite a long time, and visited the house, watched you grow up. But now you've grown up totally, Mark. I mean, you're 31 years old, and you're still living with your parents in their basement, playing a lot of video games and stuff like that, and obviously smoking a lot, and not really, and playing the drums. Yeah, I know you're playing the drums, and you're just, you want to become a musician, but you're really not auditioning, and you're not getting out there. So you think that you wanted to become a drummer because they get to meet women in bands, right?
Well, yeah, we have a heavy metal cover band, and blowing up in Spokane. You like that?
Okay.
And I'm gonna be drummers and vocals, and we're gonna, we do the covers, but our band's gonna take off. So I want to meet a woman who could be, a groupie for me.
Okay, so you need a groupie, I see. Well, I've got 4 women, and I'm going to get my timer right now ready, because each one you only get 1 minute with. So let me set my timer real quick, and get to your points there, Mark, because you're only going to get a minute per person. So let's bring out Lindsay, our first one. Okay, and the clock is starting right now. Go, Mark. You got 1 minute.
Lindsay, how you doing? Okay, look, I play drums, and I like someone who's into rock music. Do you rock out?
Object. That's beyond the scope of the questions right now. Can we focus on my questions? Thank you. What's your name?
Mark.
And what do you do?
I play drums, and I sing.
That's it. I don't need you to ramble on. Just focus on my questions. And what? How much money do you make a year?
Depends how much the band brings in. We don't discuss that stuff unless you're.
Okay, that's too much leading. Like, that's not like relevant to my question. Just answer the question. Are you making above like $500,000 a year? I'm hoping.
I got my own house, okay, and I rent it out upstairs.
Speaking too much. That's too much. You have your own house, and so how much do you make a year? Can you give me a number? I want to.
Oh, you're just not going to find out how much it is. He doesn't rent a house, Lindsay. He lives with his parents. His parents live upstairs. He lives in the basement of his parents' house. Thank you, Lindsay, the lawyer. We'll let you know if he's going to call you back. Okay, I'm going to reset the clock. Let's bring out number 2. Let's bring out the second lady. Okay, her name's Rashida. Okay, you got 1 minute. Here we go.
Oh, wow! You got a really interesting look. Can you tell me about a little bit about yourself? You got is that a J and some wine? Okay, like to party.
Yeah, I'm a professional housewife. I come prepared. I cook and I clean. Yes. Sometimes your clothes and your food might taste like cigarettes, or it just might taste a little bitter. But I come prepared. I'm great with kids. Kids love me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got great. You are a housewife right now, so are you leaving? Are you about to leave somebody and maybe jump in my
This
group?
is my third husband. Yes, I'm on my third one, but we're in the process of getting divorced. Excuse me. I just served them papers not too long ago. It's going really well. I come with experience.
Yeah, you definitely come with experience. I'm just wondering, there's some mileage. Like, tell me, like what happened.
Oh, you'll never find out because that was 1 minute. Thank you, Rashida. All right, we're going to bring out number 3 again. I'm resetting the timer. You got 1 minute. It's Goldie Degar. Okay, go. 1 minute.
Goldie Jagar. Okay, I like the style that you're bringing. Can you tell me a little bit about
Thank you.
yourself, your sense of being? Okay. Oh, is that
Oh, sorry. I didn't even notice.
you got that wine on? Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. I just want to hear about you. You just sound so interesting. I don't want to talk about me.
Oh, okay. Well, I play drums. I'm in a band.
That's so funny. That's so cute.
Yeah,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Crue,
That's so
basically off of Motley Crue. And
Yeah.
maybe you could come to one of our shows. I'm gonna send you a flyer.
Oh, I would love to. Do I get like backstage passes and stuff?
Oh, you would definitely like backstage, maybe put you center stage, whatever works to get you into the band.
So you're so funny. You're so funny. Oh my gosh, and so cute. I love
Oh,
your hair.
that's it. 1 minute, boy. She got all those compliments in. So maybe Goldie Degar could be a good one for you, Mark. Thank you. We have one left, Mark. One left. Let's bring her out right now. Goldie, go ahead and minimize yourself. Thank you. Okay, here we go, Mark. Start the conversation.
Oh, wow, that is a nice. You look very happy. Like, what's going on? Why are you so happy?
Yeah, man. I just, today is a good day.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Why is it a good day? By the way, you have a really interesting voice. I really like that. Yeah, that chipmunk.
Man, it's a good man. I gotta take out my teeth, but I don't want to take out my teeth. Listen, it's a good day because I'm on parole.
Oh, nice. Oh, well, congratulations on out parole. Are you allowed to travel to different states?
I'm not yet.
Oh,
But
okay.
in 6 months, my PO said that if I do good and I get a job and I can do these little dates and I'm legit this time and I don't try to corrupt you, I can start traveling. But we gotta take it local.
Okay, well, that's it, Mark.
Oh,
She can travel local band shows. Thank you very much, our ex-parolee. Okay, go ahead and minimize yourself. Mark, it's going to be you and me now. You got to decide, do you want to go out with any of these women? One is going through divorce. This one's on parole, this last one. You had the lawyer who really seemed to only care about how much money you make. And then you had Goldie Degar.
Yeah, Goldie Degar was a really interesting person. I felt like there was a good connection. But I'm so intrigued about the last one. She kind of sounds like Mike Tyson a little bit. And she's very happy, and I kind of want to know more about her.
Okay, let's bring her back out again. I'm going to give you 1 more minute to talk to her. Okay, so you got 1 more minute to talk to her and then decide if you want to go out with her. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Okay. So,
I knew you were cool, man.
Yeah, no, I was saying to Kent that your voice, you kind of have that Mike Tyson voice thing, and I think you could get a lot of work in voiceovers and maybe sing for us.
Yeah, I can knock a dude out too.
Oh, you can. Well, so I really want to find out, what were you in? What did you go to jail for? Like, why are you out on parole?
Now, see, you asking too many questions. We ain't there yet. How about you take me on a second date?
Yeah, no, I definitely want to do the second date, but I also want to make sure that I can walk out on the second date. So I'm kind of curious, alive, what was the backstory? Because I'm fascinated.
Well, let's just say, it was a date that went wrong. Like, he tried to come on to me, and then I said no. He didn't buy it. So then, one thing led to another. I robbed him, and I took his car.
Oh.
But I found out his car was actually stolen, and it wasn't stolen from me. So what do you explain
Okay,
about
well, Mark,
that?
Goldie,
after a minute,
can I
you want to get Goldie back out here for a
Yeah.
second, Mark?
This is
Thank you, Rashida. Go ahead, minimize. I'll let you have one more minute with Goldie, then you have to make a decision. Goldie, come on back out.
I
think Goldie might have found
Goldie
someone else to pick up.
yeah, okay.
Here she is. Okay, there's
Sorry,
Goldie. Okay. All right, you got 1 minute. Go.
Cody, yeah, it's great to talk to you. You know, I was talking to someone and they said they robbed somebody on their date and stole their car. I just wanted to make sure I'm scared as hell. Would you ever do that? Would you ever do anything bad to me?
No, of course not. I feel like I love you or I'm falling in love with you. I feel like we have such this like strong connection. And I'm kind of upset that you chose someone else over me. Like I started getting undressed backstage. And I didn't think that you were like really like you were gonna pick me, but
Well, stay in character. We got a bottle of champagne in our green room backstage, and I think this is definitely gonna work out. All right.
Okay,
you're
so
so good and you make a lot of money, right?
No,
As
I make music. That's money.
I heard
He
he
ain't
was
got
a
no
rock
money.
star.
Okay,
I heard he
got
was a
no
rock
money.
time's
star.
up.
I heard he was a
Mark, maybe we should bring you in another time. It seems like the 4 ladies we brought in today only want how much money you want, or one wants to beat the hell of you up, and I don't think it's safe for you, Mark. But Mark, we'll bring you back on again. For now, just continue to play that music in your basement and take those trips with your band, okay? This has been Speed Dating. Thanks for watching. We're going to move on to a game called Unrelated Minds. I'm going to bring Lindsay and Rashid out here. I'll give them a second to get ready. Well, Lindsay, wipe off the war paint. Okay. And Goldie, go ahead and change your name again. Otherwise, they'll think you're still Goldie. Great characters today. So Unrelated Minds is, have you ever met somebody who you're talking to them and all they do is change the subject and talk about something completely different, but they act like they're talking to you? Well, that's kind of what's happening here. This happened to me in real life, so that's why I created this improv game called Unrelated Minds. So Rashida, all she wants to talk about is the trouble with her teenagers, okay? Either one or both, or how many she's got. She's got trouble in the house as a mother with her teenagers, and all Lindsay wants to talk about is the new apartment she just moved into, the first time she's ever been able to live alone without roommates. So let's bring the two of them out here right now. I'm going to minimize myself, and we'll start off with Lindsay talking about her brand new apartment. Go ahead and minimize me. Go ahead and unmute.
could not imagine Rashida, like, after all these years, finally moved out of my parents' house and got my own apartment. Like, it is beautiful. Like, it has a stove and washer and dryer, optional. But I think like my neighbor might have one, or there's a laundromat down the street, but it has a bed and it's like a 1 bedroom. Like the whole thing is just 1 bedroom. It's so awesome.
I mean, I know what you mean. My teenagers just sleeping in the beds. It's a lot. You try to get them to wake up, to clean their rooms, to make up their beds, to put the dirty socks away into the laundry room. I'm washing clothes 3 times. It's a lot. And oh my gosh, what I would give to actually sleep in my bed without
you have no idea, Rashida. Like, I don't have to do like any of that stuff anymore. Like, if I want to leave my dishes in the sink, like my parents aren't like, clean up your dishes, or do your own laundry. I can't continue to do your laundry every day, Lindsay. Like, just kind of like the stuff. But it's like I don't have to be nagged, and I don't have to get out of bed at a certain time, which is like amazing. That like lawsuit that I had about like that little boy running over my toe with his skateboard. I actually got enough money from that, so now I don't have to listen to my parents being blah blah blah. Lindsay, wake up! When are you gonna get a job? Like, I don't have to do that anymore.
Oh my God, I know what you mean. Sleeping, oh my gosh. Catching your teenager have sex in the bed is terrible. Have you, I'm just saying, I was not prepared for that. My mother didn't tell me anything about, there's going to be a time when you walk in and see your child having sex with another person. Who does this?
Yeah, I don't have to, totally know what you're saying. Like, I don't have to sneak around. I don't have to have guys go through my like window anymore to come in and like, late night date. Like, and the walls were so thin in my parents' house. I mean, they're a little bit thinner in my apartment, but I don't really care about my neighbors. So it's like, I totally get what you're saying. Like, anything goes.
Anything goes with them fighting each other. They're beating up on each other. Oh my gosh, no. You took were you wearing my shirt? No, mom. Oh my gosh. That's just my new name now. It's mom. That's all I hear. I have two teenagers who cannot get along. All they do is fight, want to wear each other's clothes. And since you slept in the bed with another girl, I think I'm going to do that too. Mom doesn't
totally understand what you're saying. Like, I always had to say, mom, can you make me breakfast? Mom, like at the texter, like, mom, can you make me breakfast in the morning? Mom, my clothes aren't ready. My bed isn't made. My mom didn't make my bed like every single day the second I got out of it. Like, and I was like, this is ridiculous. Now I finally live on my own in my own apartment, and I don't have to be like texting my mom. Actually, I text her to come over and do the same stuff. But the thing of it is I still have my privacy. And like, I feel like that's what you're talking about. And I think we're on the same, like,
talking about just having children.
Ugh.
And then you kind of remember when they were just babies. And it's like these two little ones grown to be such monsters. Oh my gosh.
Well, that was Unrelated Minds. So for all you people out there who want to become a mother, just remember you're raising future monsters. And if you finally get out of the house, yes, you will have to make your own bed, unless you're Lindsay's parents that will come over. Okay, thank you, ladies. You can stay out here with Rashida. I'm going to bring Mark back out here now, and we got a different game. I'm going to give you the last line, and you're going to work towards that ending line. So the ending line is, and you might want to write this down in case you forget, because that's what happens sometimes. You get going, and we both forget the ending line, hoping the other person remembered, and then we now do a 45-minute scene. So you pushed them down the well. So you pushed them down the well. The fun is, how will they get to that closing line? I can't wait to find out in Closing Lines.
So we got our niece and nephew for the weekend. Are you excited to spend some time with them?
No, I was trying something where I'm going to say yes to everything. So yes, I am. And I am ecstatic to know that they still like their auntie. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, me too. I mean, they're 10 and 7, and they have an insane amount of energy. And I
know.
Yeah,
and they're so judgmental. Like, oh my God, auntie, you didn't brush your teeth. Ugh, your teeth stinks. And we're like, well, I just woke up.
Exactly. And they're always like bouncing on the bed, or we want alone time. They're like, kick the door down and make us watch some TV shows that are ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, I know. Like, I can't take watching what they're watching. Like, I think like my brain is going Looney Tunes, right? It's just like, you just want to you want to woosah, you definitely want to woosah with them. But like you said, they have a lot of energy, and so you have to have.
It's just 2 days. I mean, so we're not going with our friends to their beach house this weekend, even though we would love. They were talking about it for 2 years. Like, this is going to be so much better, right? Like, because it's like a bonding family experience.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, it's all about memories, right? We create memories just to talk about them in the future, about the memories, past memories, and they're growing. They're never going to be 10 and 7, right?
They're never going to be that. You know what I think would be really fun? If we go to the backyard and, we throw the ball around, and, I think they would, Yeah, like that'll burn off some energy.
And I think, you know what? We don't have to go to the beach. You're right. Totally in our backyard. It's enclosed, and it's just we got a lot of privacy, and you can get that excess energy out. And they always say that children should be outside, as opposed to being inside watching television and on the tablets. So I think this would be good. Like throw the ball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here's the interesting thing though. So like when we tell their parents, like there was that one well in the backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah. We probably shouldn't tell them that you push them down the well so you can have some quiet time.
Okay, there you go. So they pushed them down the well. We got there. Okay, Lindsay, come on back out. This is going to be, stay out here, Rashida. We're going to do, I have a documentary that's coming out soon, but I'm just going to show you the trailer. We've got like about, 4 minutes. So I got 4-minute trailer I'm going to show you. It's on weird addictions. We're going to start with Lindsay out here, and they can play whoever they want to be and come in and out as they go in and out. You'll get an idea. But you're going to see 4 minutes of my trailer of Weird Addictions, which is going to be coming out in the summer. Let's start with my documentary.
Addiction to bunions on people's feet. I've showed you a regular foot multiple times, like my feet, and I've shown you multiple pictures of different normal feet, but he always gets I don't know, I want to say erection, can I say that on this TV show, when it comes to bunions on people's feet, and we're trying to work through that, huh, Mark?
Sorry, I was super distracted when you said the word bunions. I just had this image, and I just got like
Remember focus, we said to, like, when you think of bunions you have to think of something else.
Bunions.
Hamburgers. Remember burgers instead of bunions. Okay.
Daily bunions. Oh my god.
Okay. And like I want to bring Rashida, Mark's girlfriend, out here and just kind of talk to her a little bit about how bunions have impacted her life, because she doesn't have them, and it's been a very tough time not being everything Mark desires. Like, she has the body, she has the look, she has the personality, she's perfect, she just doesn't have the bunions. So Rashida, how are you doing?
I have some type of rash. I've just been itching a lot. Ever since my surgery of my bunions, I just been having like the itchies. I thought it was like, big butts or something like that, but they're not. They're just saying like it's a reaction from the surgery. I should have kept those bunions. Mark, you like them.
Mark loved the bunions, and maybe you can learn to like maybe you can learn to like the rash.
Bunions. All right, I gotta go find someone who has bunions, but
okay. I have to go too, but thank you for being so strong.
Oh, when you just have a little bear, it just takes you back on your second childhood. This is Charlie. Hi, Charlie. I have a weird addiction. I love collecting stuffed animals, but I also love sniffing them, because when they smell so brand new, like the store or out of the box, it just reminds me of that first time when I was a child. And then when I take it out of the package and I can smell it, and it just makes me like Charlie. So I just want to go. I'll show my other bears, but I have to go. Bye.
I'm addicted to safety first. Even walking through my hallway, always have a helmet. I have knee pads and shoulder pads, because you can never be too safe. And safety first.
I'm addicted to stickers. It's very hard for me to come on this show and admit it to the world, but I'm addicted to stickers, like any type of stickers. The shinier, the better, but I love my stickers. If anybody tries to take away my stickers, I will go berserk. Maybe that's why I don't have a boyfriend, because some of them have said, like, I'm being cute at first, like cute that you have some cool stickers at first, but you know, they understand that stickers are more important than that. Stickers are my life. I like the feel of stickers. I like the look of stickers. They can tell you when you should go somewhere. Look, go to the gym. How would I know to go to the gym if I didn't have my sticker? How would
Okay,
I know?
well, listen, that was a little trailer for my very quick hour documentary on weird addictions. And that is our show. Let's bring out the cast. Again, I'm Ken Scove. Thank you guys for watching. You got to see a real big sandwich of a lot of different characters today. And give it up for Mark
Thanks, everybody.
and Rashida.
Cheers.
I wondered why you were getting happier through the show. And Lindsay.
I really do like stickers, but not that much. Thanks for watching, everyone.
We'll be back in 4 weeks with more cast members who happen to be away this month, but they'll be back next month, except for Mark, who's going to Ireland and Scotland. So we'll miss you in our next show, Mark, but we'll see you back in 2 months for the show. And let's wave goodbye, everybody. Great 3-person show today. See you in 4 weeks.